Hey guys, welcome back to Andy Talks. Let me fix that so you can actually see it. This one is, okay, let me get this to stay. You stay. This one is dance theme, kind of like, I wanted to do that because dance and kind of my diet and like a lot of stuff. So I was planning to film a music video on Tuesday. That will not be happening. I have a good reasoning. It's not me like being lazy. Well, for two reasons. First up, I have ballet on Monday and that like sometimes can make me kind of tired, but that's not really why. Hey Sam. The reasoning of why is because I won't be home on Tuesday. I have a doctor's appointment that is kind of farther away. So, yeah. So that's kind of the reasoning. Hey Sam. But I figured we're going to start this off with questions. Then we're going to move on to like a topic. And then we'll throw some other stuff in maybe. So the first question is, Sam, can you be quiet for a minute? Or you can just keep rolling around and being cute. First question is, what is your diet as a dancer? Honestly, okay, I feel like the baby can't run. Is that not cool? It down the way. Say hello. Hey, I'm Baby Sam. I love my family. Yeah, my family's good to me. They make sure I get a lot of playtime, a lot of food, a lot of treats. They make sure I go out in the backyard when I need to go potty and stuff. Sam decided to take over this podcast. Okay. And Jeffy, do you want to go out there with Grandma? Okay. I'll let you out. Yeah. 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 Got him out of the room. Kevin, he takes over and gets cute, and that distracts me. But my diet is kind of the same as in my video that I made. My diet as a dancer is pretty much the exact same, but now it's a little bit different in the sense that now I don't always force myself to do certain things, and things like drink 4 cups of water, because that one was one that helps, but I end up drinking more anyways usually, and on days that I don't have dance, which is like 3 days a week, I try not to force myself to drink water. I try to just like, if I'm really like at a point where I'm like thirsty, and I done had like my 2 sodas and like I don't want another like person, then I'll like try to enjoy water. But that kind of, also my workout, I do a workout, try to keep it consistent, don't really do it on my days off, but it's not as intense, but it is very strong and a very intense workout. So the next question is, do you really love dance because you always get so excited over your days off? This one, I love dance so much. Dance is everything to me. It's a big part of my life. love it so much. It's fun, and I wouldn't give it up for anything, especially training with Abby and her team, which is literally better than the dream come true. It is more than 1,000% better than what it sounds. It's so fun. I do like my days off. My 3 days that I don't have dance, I enjoy them a lot because when I'm dancing, as much as it is fun, it gets tiring. Your body needs that break every once in a while, and it gets very, very tiring, and so it gets tiring, and so it's nice to take those breaks and enjoy those days off. So, yeah. So that's my answer. I wouldn't give dance up for anything, but having a break is really nice. And, yeah. The next question is, what do you usually do on your days off or breaks from dance? Honestly, not much. Generally, sometimes I'll take a bath. Sometimes I'll take a bath, and I, for the most part, just watch YouTube, film YouTube videos, watch TikTok, and post on Instagram, and other than that. And I also eat, and today, I helped clean the house because I literally only had, 2 jobs to do, so, I helped clean the house, but that was by force. So, yeah, my days off, nothing fancy, not much. It's just kind of do absolutely nothing. So, it was just, days off are always enjoyable. The next, I'm gonna answer a few more questions, then we're gonna get to topic. Because I gotta make this one kind of quick in the sense that my dad is going to get lunch. So the next question is, being a dancer, does that ever make your everyday life more chaotic or anything like that? Yes, 100%. There's a lot of stuff that gets pushed aside. I feel like that's not good. Right now, as of right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 water bottles sitting in my room. Most of them are empty. Some of them have a little bit left. One of them almost completely full, and another one's half full. My room doesn't get cleaned that often. And that's kind of bad, but luckily I kind of figured out I do it on Zoom, and I don't want people seeing a messy room, I try to keep the mess out of the frame. And right now I have papers on the ground, I have my camera, I just have stuff everywhere. My room gets messy, and you're probably oh, you should do it when you aren't dancing. Yes, but for me, when I'm not dancing, I like to use that time to watch YouTube and TikTok and eat, because I only get because dancing takes up a big portion of my day, and before I was doing these Zoom classes. I was watching YouTube and TikTok all day, and essentially I would film YouTube videos, do live streams. I had a lot of free time to do whatever, and that's kind of what kept my room somewhat clean. And now I don't have that time, so like now I try to use it to just watch YouTube and TikTok for a while. The next question is what time do you usually get ready for dance? How do you get ready? What do you do to get ready? Like that situation. I don't do much. I'm the type that I always like start getting ready like sometimes 30 minutes to an hour before I have dance. And it takes me like 5 or 10 minutes to get ready. Because literally all I do is I have my dad do my hair in like a ponytail. You know, because he's good at doing it, because whenever I do it, I can never get my bangs or my like curtain bangs, which I love the curtain bangs because they really like shape my face, but I also hate them so badly because as a dancer, that's not good. And I made the dumb decision, like literally one night, Colleen Ballinger did it, and then I'm like, wait, should I do it? Like, I kind of like low-key, it looked good, and then I'm like, I really want to do it, so thinking, oh, it will look good, and it does look amazing, and so I decided I'm going to let the fans decide. So hopefully one of you guys would stop me from doing this. Because I'm the type that if one person says no, then I kind of like sometimes, if it's like something like cutting bangs or something, then I tend towards the no, even though a lot of people say yes. But if it's other stuff, then I'm like, okay, I do the majority. But no one stopped me. Like literally, like 5 or 6 people voted, and everyone voted yes. And I'm like, okay, hey, time for some curtain bangs. And so I did that. The reasoning that I don't like them is generally because of 2 reasons. First up, you have to put bobby pins in them so they won't fall straight in your face and in your eyes, or at least for me. And that can be kind of annoying because there's a lot of the times when I forget to and then fall in my eyes, and I'm like, let me go get the bobby pins. And also, it's just harder to do my hair with dance, and I can't kind of just leave them with dance and just put bobby. I have to like pull them back, or else they fly in my face, and like, yeah, not always the best choice. But it's not the best choice as a dancer, in my opinion. Now, overall, I like the look. They look good. If I weren't a dancer, I would be down for this. But I am a dancer. Yeah, I'm always the type that I'll get ready, like literally all I do to get ready is eat. I'll like eat, have my dad do my hair, and then I'll change into like a dance outfit, and that's what I do to get ready. Because usually, the reason I eat is because usually only my dance classes start either like 4:30ish and end around like 8 or 9ish, or like 5, like that's Mondays, or on like other days like Wednesdays and Thursdays. It starts at like 5, sometimes 5:15. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be 5:15, but like somewhere close to there, and ends around 9. And so, like, I always get ready, like, super early, and then I literally just wait, and I'm like, oh wait, I have like 30 more minutes. I could have literally just watched YouTube and TikTok for like 30 more minutes, and then got ready. But I always eat because I'm used to eating early dinner. Me and my family have me, my mom, and my dad have always eaten dinner around 5:30 at latest. And I remember, like, one of the first nights we lived with my sister, because we kind of didn't have, like, a dinner plan or, like, a plan of, like, what we were doing. So it was kind of like we were just getting used to it. And what happened was, that had a bunch of delays. And basically we didn't get to eat dinner until, like, 8 o'clock. And my mom's reaction, what happened was first, my sister, and I'm pretty sure it was, like, her husband, I forget who it was, either that or my dad, one of them, went and, like, picked up some frozen pizzas and stuff from the store and a bunch of then we had to let, like, thaw and, like, all of this stuff. And by, like, 8 o'clock, we were finally eating dinner. And my mom's like, I looks at the clock and is like, wow, it's already 8 o'clock. It's almost bedtime. And, like, I'm like, And, like, yeah, luckily that didn't happen again. Like, I think I ate dinner at, like, 7 o'clock on one other time, and that was because I was at a friend's house, and we were doing, like, a breakfast dinner, and that was amazing and fun and tiring, because by the time I got home, luckily it was right down the street, so it wasn't too big of a deal. So, on to topic. And so for the topic, I'm going to be kind of talking about dance and, like, all of that. So for me, I've been dancing for 5 years. For 5 years. And I like sticking to a diet. That's the thing, because I don't have the dancer's body. And if I keep working, maybe I will. Because to me, I feel like a lot of dancers are, like, skinny, like, super skinny, like, some gorgeous straight legs, and, like, like that, and I don't really have that. I'm kind of, like, I wouldn't say that I'm super, like, chunky, but I'm, like, in the middle to where I'm definitely on that beginning edge of that, like, which is totally fine, like, gorgeous, but for me and what I want is not exactly what I want. And I am short, like, to the point where I am literally short, to the point where yesterday we were shopping and I got a bunch of stuff for Mother's Day, and I couldn't reach one of the things, which was some gum. That's like, it's like kiwi and orange and pear flavored gum, to the point where finally my dad reached and got it for me, because I couldn't reach it. Like, being short has its advantages and it has its disadvantages, and for me, I feel like I learned to embrace it and I'm happy being short, but it does be challenging sometimes. Like when you're at the store and you want to reach something on the top shelf, but you can't, like, there's disadvantages, but then there's advantages, like, when you want to get something at the store that's on the bottom shelf, you don't have to bend over as much. But yeah, like, I feel like I love dance. I'm working towards that dancer's body. In the last, like, I want to say week, the first time I weighed myself, because this was when I started really taking, like, it serious and started, like, working out and making a diet. And I think I lost, like, 5 pounds pretty fast. And since then, I have gained 2, but that's fine because it was kind of, like, like, on days that, like, I didn't really have dance. Actually, not true. I had dance on Friday, but I missed it. And because they didn't specify. So on the link where you swipe up to like sign up for the acro class with Abby, they specify times. Okay, like 1 o'clock, and we weren't sure if that's California time or our time. And so my dad assumed California time. So I logged on around 12, stayed on there for a while, never started. So then, and finally at 12:30ish. No, I want to say no. I logged on around 11:30, stayed on for an hour and a half. Nothing happened. So then I actually logged off and waited because my dad said it would be 4. And then I logged back on around 3:30 and just to see, and I was getting ready to film, and it had already happened. And here's how I knew, because before all morning it would put us straight in the Zoom meeting, but then all of a sudden, and it says waiting for host to start another meeting. So I'm like, okay, there's the issue. But this is your podcast for today, because I'm actually really hungry and wanting to watch YouTube. But for me, I feel like that's not going to happen. I'm going to keep working. Peace.